So my name is Cristian Munoz. I study computer science at NYU Abu Dhabi. I'm currently a sophomore student, and I'm in a homestay in a double.
My name's Amanda. I'm a sophomore at Tandon, and I study mechanical engineering, and I'm in a double in a homestay.
My name is Mary Bonaton. I'm a sophomore in Stern, and I am in a homestay in a single.
My name is Britta. I'm a GLS junior, and I'm currently in a double.
I chose it because I wanted the whole experience of Italy.
I have the opportunity to live with a family outside of the cultures that I came from.
They've actually been doing this since 2005. They just love it, and they get so excited about you and being there and learning about you and where you're from. And I think it's just as much a learning experience for them as it is for me.
I've actually stayed in 2 different host families just to get sort of a taste of something different. The first family I was with was a couple and their daughter, who's 24, and then this new family is just a single woman. And they've both been very different, but they've both been really great. And I'd say to describe my current family, it's very lively. She has a lot of friends over for dinner, so there's always very strong discussion, and yeah, a lot going on, but in a good way.
They're great. They are really family oriented. It's something that you really appreciate, especially when you come from Latin America. The fact that they have dinners together always, and in special celebrations there's a dinner of 12 people in a table for 5, and I think those things are what you appreciate the most.
You come with these expectations, maybe thinking you're gonna spend so much time with the family just because it is a homestay, but like you continue on with classes and you realize like the other people in your family go on with their normal activities.
I was really worried they wouldn't speak any English because I came not knowing any Italian, but I think it's a good mix of both. And European homes are just smaller, so I think coming from New York helped for sure because I was used to the smaller environment.
I think when you hear host family, and maybe it's just me, but you kind of think of a more nuclear situation, which was sort of what my first family was like. It was a mom, the dad, and a daughter. And then to be with a single woman is different. It's not your first thought when you hear family. But even though it differed from that expectation, it's not bad at all. I like it a lot.
A dinner that takes 1.5 hours at least. Plate after plate, good meals, a lot of talking, a lot of storytelling. That's just great.
I always know what's going on because we talk about politics and things that just happened in Italy. My professors will say, "Oh, did you hear about this?" And I'm usually the only one who says, "Yes, actually, we talked about that at length last night." And my language has gotten a lot better because it's hard to practice Italian when you're mostly hanging out with English-speaking students. So definitely the language and knowing what's happening.
I think getting to learn about the Italian perspective on life from real Italians every single day. My host sister, she is right around our age, and so it's perfect because we get to see what it's like to be an Italian at about our age, and she gets to see what it's like to be an American at her age.
It's not your family, it's not your culture, and every house is different. So at the beginning there is a challenge of you don't know what to expect and you don't know what they expect from you. So I guess that's an unavoidable challenge that all people might have when they come to a homestay.
I'd say obviously like language barrier if you don't know Italian. The first day they were trying to speak to me totally in Italian and I didn't even know how to say like I don't know how to speak Italian.
First of all, there's homestay events, so I have gone to those when I can, and I've gotten to know other people who are in homestays. But I mean, I'm on campus almost every day for classes.
I was lucky because I knew a few people before I came here. I do some stuff with this Office of Student Life sometimes. Like the small community really just helps you make friends when you're just in class alone.
I go to Pilates and yoga every single week, and I travel with my friends that I make in class.
It's totally worth it, I think. It's a risk that is a must take, especially if you wanna see how it's the whole environment of being in Italy.
I think there's a misconception that you have to be home by a certain time. You always have to tell them where you're going, and it's not like that at all. It doesn't really put limits on what you can and cannot do.
They are excited to have you. Like, this is something they chose to do, so they get really excited about it. I brought with me a couple things from where I'm from, which is Nevada, and they got so excited to learn about Nevada, and they are just really excited to have this experience as much as you are to have the experience.